Today we're going to talk about one of the most important strategy of investment here in Rebirth of Glory, which is going to be your artifact. And at the same time, I'm going to talk about the crystals which you can unlock it once you have reached admin hall 22. As you can see, my admin hall is now 22 and I have managed to unlock the crystals here in Rebirth of Glory. My friends, I've been playing this for about more than 2 months now. And I'm going to tell you right now, as of today, it's really fun. And of course, eventually one day, we don't know what's going to happen. But so far today, I am enjoying the game. And if you happen to see this game, go to the App Store. Right now, it's available on iOS. New servers going to come up pretty soon here within a week or so. And September will be the Android release. And then I think global, we haven't had any like specific date yet for global. So check it out, play it. And if you are like me, that, you know, I just came across this game and I tried it and I'm like, wow, it's actually fun. And right now, at this very moment, there is no AIP, no in-app purchases. But eventually there is going to be in-app purchase. But right now, as of right now, dude, you can enjoy it without spending any money and you can grow and you can be ahead of everybody once you got the game already. So as of right now, again, it's really fun and I've learned a lot. Truly, I want to say I appreciate the free-to-play approach because I'm actually learning every single detail and trying to maximize on every single thing that I can. And I'm gonna tell you what, it's different when you're spending. When you're spending, you just don't care. But when you're actually free-to-play, you want to know every little detail that's going to give you an edge with everybody. All right, so today we're going to talk about the artifact, as I mentioned. So there's two ways that you can get to artifact. Either you click the profile picture on the top left, or you can click the here beside the banner. As you can see, the Alliance banner, there's a icon right there. It sends you right to artifact. Now, in the future, the interface might change because I know they're going to update the UI. I'll probably update the video guide as well at the same time whenever that happens. But as you can see here, you have artifacts, you can refine, and then you can also have crystals in here. So we'll first talk about artifacts in here. You will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 artifacts. I want you to really look into this artifact right now, because this artifact here, the boots, is going to be a very, very, very good investment that you do in the very beginning. Some of them will unlock in a corresponding admin hall level. But one thing that I want to tell you is that do not just make random artifacts right away. What I did is I actually work onto Traveler's Boots first. And the benefit of that is that you're going to recover stamina faster. And once you're able to recover stamina faster, you can get a lot of rewards by killing monsters in the game. So, few things that you're going to gain. You're going to be gaining some resources. There's going to be chest box as well. You can get some gems by killing monsters. And at the same time, you can also get those boosts that you need to increase the transportation and as well as production in your inner city resources. Very important, really, that stamina is so crucial. Now, I've seen other approaches where other players will actually work onto the sword, which is okay if you're looking for training speed. Now, my logic behind this, why I'm not really working onto the iron sword, is that if you think about once you start competing into top lord, if you think about stage 3 is all about speed ups to 1 minute speed up is equal to 200 points. And if you think about this, if I focus on increasing my training speed, yes, I can probably make more troops with less speed ups, less time basically, but it will cost you more resources in the back end of that, right? With the lesser amount of speed ups. So if you think about this, if you're competing, you're going to need a lot more resources. And in this mindset of mine, my goal is to get the most out of every little thing. So if I'm going to train a troop, I'd rather, since the resources are very limited right now, so I'm just going to, make it from scratch, right? You just use all your speed ups for a fixed amount of resources. Basically, at the end of the day, you get more value by not doing the training speed up when it comes to competition in Top Lord event. But the benefit of actually having the training speed up, maybe I confuse you guys, but the benefit of having this training speed in here is long term, you can actually get more troops. But if you're trying to compete for Top Lord, I don't think it's going to be the best to have early on in the game in here, because you're gonna run out of resources. But later on the stage, yes, you definitely need to work on to training speed up. And eventually, maybe later on, they will be releasing a event that is going to focus on collection of troops, because it's going to be for might. Another thing that we mentioned in here is that I think stage 4 might be stage 4, the stage 4 top lord, the one where you're going to be making troops. It's not, oh, actually, no, it's today. This is stage 4, stage 5 today. When you actually train troops, you don't really get a lot in there. So you can see the value is really on stage 3, where you're actually going to be using speed ups. You know, if it's confusing, let me know in the comment section. I'll try to explain it further. But if you guys understand what I'm saying, it's a bit hard to explain it, honestly. It's not an easy thing to explain here. But I hope you guys understand the gist of what I'm trying to explain here. You get more value on recovering stamina. You get to kill monsters. You get speed up from there. You get resources. You get everything that you really need to upgrade everything within your city. So very, very important that you work on stamina. It's a very good foundation, and it allows you to keep on grinding. And especially when there's an event like Valhalla Challenge and other events that require stamina, you can compete and you can potentially get a very high ranking. All right. Now, let's talk about another thing that you want to improve in here besides the stamina in the Traveler's Boots. This talisman, very important. You're gonna get gathering speed. By the way, you can go to the index and you can see the progression in here. I think there's a better image for you guys to see. I worked on the Traveler's Boot, right? And then I work on the talisman. You get 5% gathering speed. At this current day of recording, there is really no gathering hero yet. Therefore, it's very important for our strategy here in the early game to increase our gathering speed, because we are limited on resources and we need to really farm a lot to upgrade buildings. So this is so crucial and so important here into the game. So these are the first 2 that I'm recommending for you to work on. Now, I do recommend that you at least unlock all the basic, but as you move forward, this is the path that I'm going to direct you. As you can see, my boots have already gone up pretty high in here. I'm going to go for the next route in here, Nidhogg Wanderer. All right, it changes name. So we're going to get 10.5% recovery onto stamina. And that's what I'm going to do. We're going to enhance this. And at the same time, look, you're also getting damage received from monsters reduction in here. It's going to go 6% next level in here, and also going to increase your cavalry attack, which is a really good buff, especially that, I'm using cavalry as well. All right, so if you're looking for sword, you get basic damage to the monsters, you get for slingers. But honestly, I'm gonna tell you, you need to get this instead. Very important. This is gonna be very, very useful. You're gonna get everything that you want with this, and it allows you to grind and be successful in the game. So I'm gonna go enhance this one, stamina. There we go, and I'm out. I don't have any more. Actually, if I had a little bit more, that would be great. I can upgrade again. The next upgrade that we do will probably be next time. We're going to go to 12%, and you can go all the way here to 30%, and you're going to be ahead of everybody. You're going to be able to kill a lot of monsters, do a lot of layers, and basically succeed further, because you're actually being able to grind. And not just that, you're not going to struggle too much onto completing everything here in the lookout post. And then you can also do more challenger, in the Demon Assault battlefield as well, because you can have a lot more stamina, at the same time. And again, I forgot to show you my stamina recovery before I upgraded that. But you can compare the stamina recovery from yours to mine. I recover 1 stamina every 30 seconds. What is yours? Let me know. So let's go here again into the artifact. What next do I work on here in the artifact? As I mentioned, I work on to the talisman as well. And then actually, I'm going to work on to the infirmary healing potion limit. This is actually very, very useful, very, very helpful. Troop capacity, I don't need it yet. We don't have full troops yet, so it's not really practical for me. Now, the research is also very helpful, but I think I will pass up on that for now. The building is good as well. See, these 2, you can get some of that here. There is going to be mathematics as well as craftsmanship, and then there's building institute, and as well as research committee as well. So you can get some help from that. And the other ones in here, you don't really get any help. Yeah, you get them gathering from the research as well, but really gathering is so important here right now because you're upgrading your buildings, and you need a lot of resources. You need building resources and at the same time troop resources. So it's so important right now for gathering. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna upgrade gathering in here, and at the same time, I'm gonna upgrade one here onto the healing potion limit as well, because we also get some skill damage dealt to the monsters. So I'm gonna go upgrade this one. So we're going from 10% to 12.5%. We're gonna click enhance. There we go. Now I'm going to show you about this one, this iron crown. And I want you to look and pay attention into the infirmary. The thing that you're going to be looking for, it says here 101k, right, on the top right. So 101k is my limit. So let's go over here. I'm going to upgrade this to 1.5. We can click enhance. All right. So as you can see, the maximum will now increase to 101.5. All right. That's basically the benefit of that. And then you can continue to, it's only like 15. I'm going to go enhance this again. There we go. And now it's going to be 102. All right. Those little bit of thing really is going to help later on with healing, because healing, oh my God, it's crazy. It's so small. And that's the only way that you can increase it. And I'm trying to prepare myself for any cross battle that's going to come up at some point. Now, we're going to increase these as well. All right. So the next thing that I'm going to do is, since I am working on this, I think we're going to do is we're going to work on research speed ups in here instead of going for training, because research is something that I am lacking on to speed ups in here. I noticed I drained more of my research than to my building. So we're going to go with research speed up in here, but it's also going to help us out with reduction damage towards the monster, and as well as cavalry defense as well. So we're going to enhance this one, and I'm going to actually go 2 levels in here, and there we go. I'm going to stop from you know what, we can also go with training speed in here. We can do 1, I guess, on 1 more percent. It's not really going to make a whole lot of difference, but let's see. Basic attack damage dealt to the monsters. And this one, construction speed. You know what? Let's focus. The construction speed, I have a lot of speed ups. So if you actually look, you know, we have a lot of speed ups right now. And you can see I still got a lot of building in here. The research I'm kind of drained into. You know what? I'm going to hold into it. I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm just going to save those 25 refined steel, because this is very hard to, you know, go by. Now, I want to talk about, there's a reason why I didn't want to push too much onto damage as well. Because, you know, if I upgrade some of the stuff in here, like I can get more basic damage to slingers, basic damage to, you know, monsters, defense for berserkers. You know, I want you guys to go now look into the crystals. All right. So as we get into crystals, everything in the crystals is going to be on damage. As you can see, slingers damage, berserker damage, cavalry, berserker, slingers damage. Everything's about damage right now. But if you go to the second slot in here, it's going to be defense. And then if you go into second slot in here, you're going to see a bunch of defense stats. And if you go to the third slot, it's going to be pretty much HP slots in here. But here's what I'm going to do, though, onto crystals. What I want to direct you to look into crystal is that look into the talisman. Skill damage dealt 2%. So what's good about this is that this skill damage is going to be universal. So it's going to work with berserker, it's going to work with slingers, it's going to work with calves, rather than just focusing on single unit that, you know, that buff is only going to work for slingers. So I'm going to go for skill damage. Again, this is my strategy, and maybe you guys have a different strategy, different approach. Make sure to comment that if you have a different approach and back it up. Don't just say something. You got to back things up in here. And I try to explain things. I try to back things up in here with my reasoning. So make sure to reason out with me. Have a good debate in the comment section. So I'm going to work onto the copper talisman. So we're going to click forge onto this one. There we go. And that's it. And when we go look into here, we can see, is that ornaments? Is armor? Let's see, skill damage dealt 2%. So that's going to work with everything. And I can also work onto troop damage and also troop damage reduction as well. So you can see, I can do that here. Just click forge. There we go. Ooh, it's flaming song stone. Wow. All right. So now this one will do troop damage reduction. There we go. Spirit. And let's see when it comes to the event here. There we go. The next thing we got to look is, you can see it's pretty much full bar now. All right. Now let's see what we can do with some of our crystals still. All right. So what else do we want, right? What else do we want? Since I am now cabs, then we can kind of look into and focus into more onto the cabs. So two things that I'm trying to do is cabs and slingers. I'm not care much about berserker. So since right now I'm in love with my cabs, I can work on a little bit onto my cabs attack, and I can also, you know, pretty much improve. Oh, there's two cabs attack. There's slinger. There's two slingers attack. There's two berserker attack, and there is two cabs attack. So I'm gonna work on some of my cabs attack in here. Let's click forge here. All right, there we go. And then, you know what, just to be, okay, I'm pretty much out, I guess. And we can also increase the cav defense, cav HP. Nope, I think we're pretty much done with this. There's no more. I don't think I have any more materials. I don't think I have enough. So that's it. It's weird that it still has a highlight in here. That's really, really odd, because I think I'm out of the materials that I need for all of these. So, which is interesting. Anyway, so that's pretty much my approach in here. I think we got a lot of benefit onto the upgrades. And the upgrades that we're doing has a long-term effect onto your account. So if you copy the setup that I do, you're going to, first of all, you're going to have a lot of stamina. You're going to recover faster. That means you're going to log in again, and you're going to kill monsters because you want to drain those stamina. And you're going to be very efficient because you're going to get a lot of rewards. You're going to get a lot of loots from it. Not just by killing monsters, you can also do it by layers, Valhalla, lookout challenges. There's a lot that you can do with it. And then the crystals we did, you're going to improve your attacks, your skill damage, basically, to every single unit type. Basically, all the marks that you send out will have that benefit. And you know, skill damage is very important and is very, very strong. So the next thing that I'm going to do now is that I'm just going to try to finish this up by collecting my units in here, my troops, and basically trying to train more troops in here to get to the phase target. So, you know, you don't really get, like I said, you don't really get a lot out of this event, really. It's one of the worst stages to compete here in Rebirth of Glory, and the best thing to do is stage 3 if you're going to compete for top lord and at the same time kill event. Anyway guys, don't forget to hit thumbs up and subscribe onto the next Rebirth of Glory.